Good evening. Thank you for your patience. It's wonderful to be with my son and his wife last night, and we had a wonderful time. So, thank you very much for catching up with me tonight instead of last night. So, we've got a 3 day, the two and the one, and it's about your self leadership because this is all about making choices today. So if something has cropped up today and you're wondering, is it this or is that? Certainly write down the pieces of paper and just see what it is that you really want for the next. How do you want to turn up for the next 12 months for yourself? 3 day is very much about what you need for yourself. So I've got the rune cards here, and this first one that's come out is called Uthala. And Uthala is about um, the estate, your home, looking after what needs to be done around the home. It can also be inheritance, which is really good. And I'm just looking on the chart here because I'm still learning these. And let me just see if I can find it because I think it looks a bit different on here. So we've got property, heritage, dwellings, and it just means that also there may be a bit of a challenge coming, nothing that you can't get over, but you need to put your boots on and get your gear together and just face the challenge. So this is what this one tends to be saying. The second one that came out is legalities, harvest. It's called Jera. And it's also in the timing. So you might find that a cycle has completed, or you might be at this point once again, but this time you're at this point in your life with wisdom, with knowledge, with lessons having been learned. So that's that one. And the last one is Anzu, and this is about wisdom, which is really what we've just talked about here. But it's also watching out for signs, signals, and your own learning. So um, loving being involved with these cards, which is really great. So moving on to one of my favorite packs, which of course are um, the is the butterfly pack. And I really hope that you're all doing well tonight and that you've had a great time. And as you can see, I'm in a very different place. I'm in my son's study. He's away for work at the moment. So, higher consciousness. This is where we're all being asked to choose. Are we going to go for um, I was going to say kindness, and I do mean kindness. Hi, Joe. But I want you to be kind to yourself. I want you to make yourself number one for the rest of the year because you need to practice for next year. It's very much what, oh, the whole world's coming into a one, and I think we can see by demonstrations in various countries, people have had enough being dictated to and bullied and pushed around, and they're wanting to get a bit of a life back. And I think a lot of people, they just want peace. They want to be able to put food on the table, know that the kids are safe, they can have an education, maybe a holiday. Sure, we'd like more than that, but we really feel that we want the basics. And so this card's really interesting. This is about breaking free. And again, this is what next year will bring. How do you want to break free? What is it that you want to be able to manifest in your life? What is it that you're going to focus on? So we'll just do a couple of more from this pack. Oh, we've got two together here. What's this one? And funny enough, this is kindness. So this one is asking you to be kind to yourself, to others. Now, not being a doormat, um, somebody very important early on in my life said sometimes when people are looking for volunteers, count to 10 because you always rush out first. And there was tables that needed to move moved, and we were doing a Queen's birthday for hundreds and hundreds of people. We were going to be serving the tea, and she said, "Bob, just wait." and a whole scout troop came, moved all the tables. Much more appropriate for them to do it than me struggling moving tables. Oh, now here's a different card, sexuality. So this can mean so many things in life right now. But I think this is getting in touch with that energy where you feel good about who you are, what you are, and that you're enjoying your feelings for yourself, for other people around you. You're feeling attractive, you're feeling, um, and I really want you to know your worth. This can really get topsy-turvy with other people's opinions around you. Hi, Jen. And so, if you want to have a sway in the hips and you want to, put the lipstick on, Lindy down in the Southern Highland, we used to say, that's it. We might be in our pajamas, but we got our lipstick on. It was a bit of a standing joke. So enjoy who you are, how you look. People love you, and I think that's what makes the world go round. Oh, romantic partner. Okay, so these two are looking interesting. Um, Perhaps some horizontal folk dancing happening there. We'll just have to wait and see. So let me have a little look at the surrender cards. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, this one jumped out. So this one here is saying flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. I'm always a great believer, do what you can about a situation. And if you can see it's not going to change, and recently I've realized that certain things will not change. Um, and it's not quite gelling, resonance for me, and I've done the best I can, and I'm thinking, yep, okay, accept it. So I've accepted it, but now I need to make my next step. The next one is surrender your need to always be right. And I suppose that can relate also to where we're fighting for something because we think it's right. Maybe it's right for us, maybe it's not right for the other person, or maybe it's not right for the majority. Who knows? Give others the gift of letting them be right, but be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve relationships. Obviously, if you're in a dodgy situation and you might be under threat or being hurt, that's not right. But I think that's saying we can agree to disagree. We like each other enough to understand that we've got different points of view. Hi, Kerry, girls, lovely, lovely to have you here. So just another card, and then I'm going to pull a card for Joe, Jen, and Kerry. Okay. So let me just see what this general card is. This is a celebration, and it's interesting because Casey, my son, his birthday is tomorrow. He will be 30, but of course he's away. That's why we celebrated last night. And I'll let you into a little secret. He enjoys his food. So as a surprise, there was this big box he had to open. He opened it up, and inside was a pizza oven that you plug in. And then I gave him another bag, and there were all the pizza bases and the toppings and the sauces and olives and artichokes and cabanossi, and 4 minutes they take. Oh, absolutely, such fun putting it together. Okay, this one here is asking you to get the helicopter view if there's a problem happening around you, is to sit back and think, okay, I'm not mad keen on the saying, will it matter in 5 years? Well, it doesn't matter now. I actually don't agree with that. I think some things can matter a lot now. and then you will make a decision about it. And then in 5 years, you'll go, I'm glad I made that decision, or I regret that decision. But whatever's important to you now, honor that. So some of these sayings I think can be a wee bit detrimental. So getting the bigger perspective. Now, sometimes we can prepare for the future too soon, would you believe? So we can worry what's going to happen in 5 years and be panicking a little bit now when maybe we need that perspective. Okay, save for a rainy day, but enjoy yourself as well. Have some money for the rainy day and have some money for fun. And the same with energy. If you want to put some energy into the future, that's great, but make sure you've got some energy for today. And that's what I feel that card means there. One more, you are the artist of your life. You're a blank canvas every day that you wake up. I was listening to somebody the other day and they said they love the dawn because it's the end of the darkness and it's a new day. So each day we may have regrets, we may have had some troubles, but just remember when you wake up the next day, maybe you've got a bit more energy to deal with whatever it is that you need to deal with. Okay, girls. Joe, let me do the butterfly card for you. I think we'll do a butterfly card and the handwritten card. So, I feel this is the one. Financial flow. Two sort of popped out, but this is the one that really wanted to come out. So it looks as though finances are going to improve, Joe. And what I would love you to do is just say to yourself from now on when you wake up, I am so lucky. I'm so aligned that money flows to me more and more easily. I love this flow that I'm in. And if it's not happening, the universe goes, I don't know what she's saying that for. And if you say it often enough, they say, well, look, she's pretty persistent. Why don't we just give it to her? And that's the way it works. So your beliefs have a lot to do with what you manifest. Oh, now, Jen, this one really wanted to come out. Looks like you need a little bit of quiet time, honey. Not sure what's been going on for you here, but I'm getting this feeling maybe having been a bit exhausted by perhaps a situation or somebody, but it's like you might need to back off and just have a little bit of quiet time. And girls, if you do relate to any of this, um, let me know. That would be great. Okay, Kerry, what have we got here? Okay, this is look inside yourself. I feel as though you are looking for an answer to something. And I think if you give yourself some quiet time, pleasure, Joe, there may just be an answer that just needs, because the universe doesn't shout, does it? Jen relates. So it just, and I know you always get busy, and I know that you are always looking out for others, as the three of you. The three are very, very similar. But this is asking you to just take that quiet time, Kerry. There's something that's bothering you here, and I've got a feeling that you really can't do much about it, but you're still unsettled about it. So I think you need to come to a decision how you're going to go forward with that energy. And again, if you can relate to it, just let me know. Okay, so we have come to tea leaf time. Just tidying up these cards and let's see what the Tealeaves have got for us tonight. So, oh, okay, lots going on in this cup. What's interesting, and I don't know if you can actually see it, but there's quite a few tea leaves on the outside of the cup. So it's very much action packed now. And of course, we've got lots of things showing us that Christmas is around the corner. There's some shops have got mince pies and crackers and all sorts of things. Okay, Kerry, you can relate. Thank you for that. So I feel as though everyone's a little bit busy, maybe a bit too busy. So just watch your energy flow. What I'm seeing here, funny enough, there's helicopter um, wings in here. I don't know whether you can see. Where am I looking? It's very hard because it's sort of the opposite here, right in the middle there. Have to take my word for it. So it looks like the helicopter is definitely asking us to take the bigger view. Shape of Australia in here. Now, I don't know what's going on, um, but this looks a little bit military-ish to me, and this is round about February, so not quite sure what's going on there, but there's something to do with the military and Australia. I'm moving around the cup here and there is a train ride. So, not sure who's going on this train ride. I did for my birthday one year the Indian Pacific. Absolutely fabulous. I was only on there for a couple of nights, but it was a great experience. So I feel as though maybe somebody likes trains here, train journeys. I live on the Central Coast. I absolutely love going across all the different waterways on my way to Sydney. I just think it's such a pleasure to do that. I've got the singing and dancing in here. So Jen, not sure if this is one of your granddaughters, but some sorts of performance going on here. Hi, Sylvia. Lovely to have you. Hope you're well and your health is returning full on. And it looks as though, and of course, it very well could be because I suppose we're coming up to pageants and Christmas time, but there's people getting together for celebrations here. I don't know whether anyone's having a makeover here, but it looks like, they're having, I don't know, maybe they're having a little bit of work done. I'm not against it myself, haven't done it yet, but who knows? But this is a little bit of a makeover, but it could also be the Melbourne Cup because it looks like there's a little hat on the side. So we've got getting together, dressing up. This looks really great. Moving around, there's a whole line of events that are Isla had a standing ovation for me. Oh, Jen, isn't that just gorgeous? The clip that you sent me of her, so clear. She was so good. And Sylvia, slowly you're getting there. All right, darling, we're definitely thinking of you, sending our love and prayers. And this is like a train, and there's different passengers in each train, and there's a story that life is a bit like a train. People are coming on, they're with you, they have a chat. Maybe they stay to the end, maybe they get off. Maybe you make friends, maybe you don't see them again. But I feel as though this is a lot about community next year, new friendships and old friendships. Okay. Moving further around here, um, I just heard the word exchange. I don't think it's student exchange. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to think about that one. I'm really going to have to think about that one. Um, yeah, I'm going to have to think about that one. I'll keep that to one side. Um, I've got a fox in here, and of course, a fox is very cunning, and this one looks like it's sneaking off. So I just want you to be things, locking your doors, whatever it may be. And also, it may not be belongings, it might be a piece of your heart. It may be information that someone's managed to get from you. So just be aware, and it seems to be over the next 2 weeks. And I mean, there's always scams and stuff like that, isn't it? I have to tell you something funny. I kept getting these messages um, from the name of my own bank. And in the end, I rang the bank, and the girl said, "No, no, I think it's a scam. Don't take any note of paperwork I had to fill out." Anyway, it turned out it wasn't a scam, and all my accounts got stopped. So when I went in, I was very blessed to get a fantastic lady, and it was going to be 20 pages to fill it in, and she managed to get it down to 7, and everything was restored. So there you go. Even though I made the call, one part of the bank didn't know what the other part was doing. So there you go. But you've still got to be cautious. So this is an interesting cup. There's lots going on, but what I do want to do, I wanted to a card for Sylvia, and I don't think Kerry, did you get one? Yeah, Jennifer, Kerry, Joe. Yeah, all right. So it's Sylvia. Let me do a card for you, Sylvia. So I just got impressed to pick these up. And these are the rune cards. So let me just see what card I've got here for you. And then we're going to go into the meditation. Oh, now, which one do I pick? Okay. I think I've got to pick two for you, Sylvia. Okay, so the first one is about creativity. Um, Vision, which can be your ordinary vision, but I've just got a feeling as an improvement. I've got a feeling there's something that you do that people would love. And then it's got abundance and wealth. So whatever it is, get into that creative side, Sylvia. Um, there's a client that I have, and she's just started using um, health cards, and people are loving it. It's not predictive at all. It's just helpful, and she's getting lots of views, and she is building up a business, and that does mean that will help her in the long run. But Sylvia, you're very knowledgeable, so maybe there's something there um, without overtaxing yourself that you could do. Well, girls, thank you so much for being here. And we're now up to the meditation. So I would love you to take a breath and just settle back down, close your eyes, and imagine that white light coming down into your head, down the back of your shoulders, your neck and your spine. And just surrendering, just letting yourself go, letting that energy, beautiful white light go into your waist and your hips, your lower back, your bottom, the backs of your legs, right down to your heels, where there's a sense of being anchored and being safe, and letting that white light come over your face, letting your jaw drop a little, your tongue relax, and coming into the throat area, and then putting both hands on your chest over your heart area, and taking a breath and saying to yourself, I am here. I'm here. And imagining that you give your heart its own pair of little lungs, and it takes a breath, and oh, it is so wonderful to surrender and relax and have some space and time. And then let that white light flow down your body to your hips and your thighs and your knees, down your shins into every toe. And again, that feeling of being safe and anchored, secure. And on your next breath, imagine that you're going deep, deep down inside yourself until you come across this beautiful door. And you just know it's your private, safe sanctuary door. And just with your presence, your frequency, the door opens. And as you step inside, the door closes behind you. And it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And over the weeks and the months, there have been times when you've wanted things. And lo and behold, in the corner is a box. It's a big box. And there's like a little pull, little string on there, and it says pull here. And when you do, the four sides of the box fall to the ground, and there's a beautiful chair, comfortable and gorgeous, white and gold. And there's an envelope. And when you open that envelope, it says, please sit in the chair and close your eyes. So as you settle into this chair, you feel this magnificent energy around you. It goes beyond your body. It's an aura, it's a field, it's a network, it's a universal energy. And this energy is asking you to go inside yourself and to ask, what locks or chains do you have inside? You don't have to know what they look like. You don't have to know where they are. But you might come up with a number. Now it might be 3, might be 3,000. Any number you come up with is actually correct, because your higher self knows everything about you. And when you've got that number, what is that obstacle, challenge, chain, lock connected to? Is it your health, your wealth, your happiness, your relationships? And tonight I would like you just to go with whatever your first impression is. And normally one will come and you might think, oh, I thought it would be something else. Just take the first one. And the reason I'm saying that is because you can do this meditation anytime. You can come back and see what else is holding you back. Now, here's the secret. Just by knowing that lock, challenge, obstacle exists, it begins to disintegrate because it hides. And when it's unseen, it can just keep doing what it's doing. But now you're acknowledging it. Maybe you can see it. Maybe you can sense it. Maybe you have a knowing. And I want you to imagine the sun. And you are going to say to this challenge, this lock, this old agreement, this old contract, I send you to the sun to be transmuted into something positive for the future. I see you. I no longer want to have you. And imagine that that part of you now is free. Now, with every explosion, there's an implosion. And the implosion you're going to have is a higher frequency because that's where your freedom is. So take a breath. If this is new or different, or you're not sure, come back, look at the replay, and do it again, and again, and again. Take a deep breath now and see yourself rise from the chair, knowing something has shifted. You might know exactly, or you may just have a sense of it, or you may know later on. Make your way towards your door. And in your presence, the door opens and you step through, and that door closes because only you are allowed to go in that sanctuary. It is your special place. As you begin to float back up into the room where you started, there's a sense of centeredness. You've achieved something, you've done something, perhaps it's new. And as you come into the room, feel relaxed and refreshed, rejuvenated. And I hope that's been of some value to you. Thanks, Jen. Hugs to Sylvia. There you go. That's lovely. Lots of love to you all. I really appreciate you being here. Have a great rest of the week. And I will see you next Monday. Not unless another birthday crops up. But it's wonderful that you're flexible and that we could come together. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the week and utilize your sanctuary and your gifts. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.